es que seguimos en peligro de extinción, ¿no? Porque para de nosotros no hay en la zona. Entonces, si podemos TikTok. Hola. Ahí se va el TikTok. Dímelo. Ok. Ok. Bien. Hola, mamá. Un segundito, ya vuelvo de una vez. Vuelvo en breve. Estamos aquí. Estamos aquí. Está. Estamos aquí. ¿Cómo están ustedes, chicos? Están dando. Vamos a hacer una pequeñita. A ver el showcase de Xbox.
Estoy perdido, no me acuerdo de nada, no me suena de nada. Pero a mí es enorme. Pero tío, es gratis.
El Xbox Showcase se lo están dando. Y vamos a verlo.
With Base 44, a simple sentence becomes your website.
Gastón, gracias por el comentario. Él dice, el remaster de Oblivion lo dejaron roto y abandonado. Con Fallout van a hacer lo mismo, otro crash grave. Esperemos que no, es una pena lo que al final pasó y eso que estábamos todos muy ilusionados con el Oblivion. Oye, el nuevo Castlevania. Gracias, Gastón. A ver si toman nota. Yo creo que sí.
Just like my father, mother, and their allies before me.
No one believed me when I said the newest Belmont would be a girl.
Wow, nuevo Castlevania.
God has given you another chance, Rose. You must use it wisely to better control your curse and strengthen yourself.
You are no more than an irritating thing. What makes you think you can stop me this time?
I've always wanted a pet Belmont.
Stupid girl. I will show you what hell is.
I am Rose Belmont, and I will hunt the night!
Bueno, ahí tenemos un valiente que se está aproximando a la fecha clave.
15 de octubre, Castlevania Belmont Course.
Quedan 7 minutos, si es que dura una hora. A lo mejor nos trolean y hay un anuncio bomba.
Sí, vamos a ver el otro juego.
Como este.
Some years have a color to them. A haze that seems to fill the whole world.
A ver este.
In its glow, you discover wonderful new places. Dear friends you always needed.
La verdad que ojalá estaría guapísimo ver algo del OD, porque el último avance fue el año pasado, ¿no? Dentro de lo que cabe no ha pasado tanto, pero sí que la primera vez que lo vimos fue hace ya unos cuantos años con aquella presentación, a lo mejor 2 o 3 años, ¿verdad?
Hace un tiempito, sí.
¿Pero esto es Heidi o qué es?
Dale. Dime a ver, mi hermano. No.
As you live your days.
No,
Dreams.
No. Mírale a Pocho a ver si está por ahí en guerra que pueda llegar a un él. No tengo el número de más nadie, bro. Okay.
Mira, ese es solo de Xbox.
Vamos a ver, va a estar disponible desde el primer día.
Lo bueno es que hate de los exclusivos, que ya lo estoy viendo.
Vamos a ver.
Venga, a ver si este está chulo.
Atrus.
Mira, aquí tenéis el Persona 6.
No recuerdo esa productora de juegos. No la recuerdo. Game Infotech Cinematics. Vamos a ver qué trae.
Qué malos sois, cómo pegáis. Eso es verdad, ¿eh? Todo está en Game Pass, ¿verdad?
Son como tumbas, ¿no?
Buen sellazo, ¿eh?
Ah, Persona
Ahí
6.
lo tenéis, lo estabais esperando.
Persona
Bastante
6.
oscurillo, ¿no?
Xbox Series. Xbox,
No creo que haya
Xbox
fecha,
Cloud.
porque al final era un teaser.
Disponible desde el día 1.
Bueno, también en Game Pass.
World premiere.
Venga, se viene, chicos. Se viene uno gordo ahora. Bueno, ya sabéis cuál es. Creo.
Call of Duty. Vamos a ver. In Real Beyond.
Ostras, pues no es lo que creíamos, ¿no? Phones. Oh, es que es el Palworld. No. Gracias por tu comentario. Dice, hola, Ray, una pregunta. ¿El Fable sale para PlayStation... perdón, para Play Store de Android? Es que me compré un Alcatel y no sé si voy a poder jugarlo. Tío, ¿cómo sois tan mala gente? ¡Uy, es Spyro, tío!
El dragón. Sí, Spyro.
Ahora no fastidiéis, ¿eh?
Spyro el dragón. Yo pensaba que era exclusivo de PlayStation. Spyro, The Realm Beyond.
Para primavera del 27.
Primavera del 27.
Real Beyond. Está chulo, ¿no? Bueno, ha sido muy cortito, pero joder, tío, qué alegría volverlo a ver. Qué nostalgia, macho. ¿Os pillasteis la trilogía? Gracias, Mad Max. Estaría
Presenta,
guapo
vamos a ver
Mad Max
este ahora.
pronto.
It's my kind of night.
Este
Alarms
es
are
el
ringing,
Clockwork Revolution.
bullets are flying,
Atentos a este, que está guapo este juego, ¿eh? Es el Clockwork, creo.
and every copper in the tangle is on my tail.
Hooligans, come to order.
Piss off! Let me introduce you to some of my esteemed colleagues.
Even my schemes have schemes.
Me,
Nah, holy shit.
Morgan! Oh, you'll have better odds getting through without me.
Everyone knows you're easy pickings for someone with any sand. Then give my regards to the Sandman.
Erasmus.
Cheap rubbish.
A corpse in hand is worth two in the grave, as they say.
Look at the bloody airships. We're not here for you.
Not here for me! I'm Anne fucking Darrow!
time to lay our hands to mischief.
We've been preparing to rob Griswick's vault for months now. We're pulling the heist tonight, yeah? Morgan, get to that crane to lower the ship.
Greetings. I am the Miracle Industries auto-loading crane. If you have the authority, I am at your service.
What happens if I fired a few holes in you?
The lift is now unlocked.
Ah, defeat. How sad. You were all doing so well.
Do you expect us to go quietly?
Well, I certainly don't expect any trouble from some of Avalon's most disposable citizens.
Hello, frightened human. I can get you out of this. You've just jumped about 25 years back in time. This place, on this day, is ripe for changing the course of history.
This life ain't one for granting easy choices, but I just found a way to control the past. Change who's in control. Make things unfair in our favor. Brought you a little toy with a big mouth.
What a proper little villain.
A better villain than you'll ever be, you decrepit old soak.
The pimp, the blood, the priest. Who do we like the least? Oh, it's different how they do ya. The ways they stick it to ya. And when they're done with chucking it up, oh, downstairs, well, they're all gonna screw you in the end.
Nothing's ever given to folk like us, especially not the future. But this time, we've a chance to steal it. What more can an honest thief ask for?
Stairs, well, they're all going to screw you in the
Lockwood Revolution coming in dual time. 2027.
Se va para el 27. Mira, exclusivo de consola.
Exclusivo
Aquí
solo
lo
de
tenéis.
Xbox. Y se juega desde el primer día con Game Pass también.
Lucas, ojalá él comenta.
Clockwork Revolution is an original.
Bueno, hace 7 años del teaser de The Elder Scrolls 6. Perdí la ilusión. ¿Hará cuánto que hay que esperar? Yo creo que el siguiente año se va a anunciar otra vez. O sea, un nuevo tráiler. Yo creo, ojalá.
Thank you so much for joining us today. This is a milestone year for us as we celebrate 25 years with you. And we're excited about our lineup of iconic games. Record-breaking Forza Horizon 6, the return of Master Chief, rebuilt from the ground up, the extraordinary world of Fable, full of choice and consequences. Incredible games from our partners at Sega, 4A Games, Koei Tecmo, and more. And players can look forward to 2 upcoming exclusives, Gears of War E-Day in 2026 and Clockwork Revolution in 2027. In a moment, we'll dive into Gears of War E-Day, but before we do, one franchise that has been with us from the beginning is Call of Duty. Now, it's bigger than ever, with a new Modern Warfare later this year and a movie on the way. Last month, the teams at Infinity Ward and Activision gave us a glimpse of the story and gameplay. Today, they are back with a first look at DMZ, reimagined in a way that only Call of Duty can deliver.
Bueno, atentos, parece que este será el gran anuncio para despedir.
Y Activision. Cuando yo vi
Bueno, ya has
Activision
visto, se han
ahorita,
asegurado tener 2
yo
exclusivos
pensé
para este y el
también en Call of
siguiente.
Duty.
Está bien.
유명한 용도 아래 우리 조선 반도는 질서정연하고 강력하다. 남부 차단 구역에서 발생했던 산업사고는 우리 공화국의 용적 투쟁으로 이미 수습되어 조국의 안전엔 흔들림이 없다. 차단 구역은
Que mire que la mayoría de los juegos se están yendo hacia Asia. Observe the DMC. Luego Call of Duty, que va a salir ahora. Porque eso lo están presentando en el juego. Hoy el showcase. De los juegos que van a salir este año. Entre este año y el año que viene.
down. Let's go help him.
Hell no. That's on him. I told him to get his ass up here.
Copy. Where are we at on the intel?
Got it.
Pam.
Alright. Let's find that HVT.
On you.
Overwatch to actual. Letting that intel compromise your location. Enemies are alerted to your position.
Shit.
Yeah, you know we're here.
Damn.
Fuck it. Alright, let's just find that HVT. Hey, hold on.
What's up?
Let's just... Hey, you good, man?
Fuck.
Yeah, you're all right.
Was that the HVT?
Hey, fuck the HVT. Let's just go to Expo.
Fuck! I got you, man.
Yeah.
You good?
Yep. Let's just get out of here.
All right. Let me get some ammo.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, let's move.
Overwatch to actual. Look for any building with green smoke. I say again, green smoke. Brace, you got eyes?
Yeah, I got it. Oh, shit. I'm inside.
Get your ass to the roof right now.
Copy. Please have medical. Oh, thank you. Hey, Locker, you downstairs?
Negative. I'm headed up the ladder. Going up to the roof.
Oh, shit!
Bueno, ya lo tenéis. Vamos a ver si deciden terminar con esto. Sí, vale. Pues efectivamente,
sí,
ese es el final
nuevo
del Xbox Game
Giro
Showcase.
Wars. Giro
Como
Wars.
ellos prometieron, ahora es el evento del E-Day, de Gears of War, ¿vale? Quedaros, porque la verdad empezó bastante chulo. ¿Qué tal el Call of Duty? ¿Os ha molado o estáis ya cansados? ¿Qué tal el Call of Duty? ¿Os ha molado o estáis ya cansados? Teniendo en cuenta que el juego está muy próximo, van a enseñar bastante, porque...
The Coalition here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, home of Gears of War. When Gears debuted in 2006, it instantly redefined the genre. And now in 2026, we're on the cusp of another rare moment. A chance to honor where we've been, celebrate with our fans, and lay the foundation for where Gears is going next. To get there, we're taking it all the way back to the day the world changed.
Bueno, lo veo bastante dividido, ¿eh? Hay gente que le ha molado y gente que no tanto, pero bien, porque en otros parecía que no os gustaba nada. A ver, este sí que creo que os ha gustado a la gran mayoría, ¿eh?
It's a day of unimaginable loss that sits at the heart of our universe. And today, for the first time, we're ready to take you inside the studio and show you all the ways to play with our new movements, weapons, and modes that will make E-Day the most brutally satisfying.
Ha terminado, ahora vamos a ver un poco el diario de desarrollo del próximo juego de Gears of War, ¿vale? Que están haciendo un repaso y ahora seguramente van a enseñar algo.
Before we talk about what this game is,
Supongo que esto será unos 20-30 minutos.
when we started this project, we were moving to Unreal Engine 5. There's a new foundation with a blank slate. So we took a moment to reflect on what makes Gears so special to us and to our fans. We realized that all of the things that make this world feel so unique, brotherhood, brutality, that melancholy beauty, and over-the-top spectacle, they're all perfectly set up in this one moment in time, E-Day. The moment the Locust ripped through the ground and changed the history of Sarah forever. And to tell that story, we wanted to build an experience that evoked the vibes of the original Gears game. So we started with this one still from the Mad World trailer. It's Marcus facing down the Locust, defiantly firing into the darkness against overwhelming odds. And we said, this is the emotional core of Gears. This is the tone and feeling that we wanted to build our next game around.
This is our most ambitious game yet. E-Day is a story we haven't been able to tell before because we didn't have the technology to do it. We finally have the tools to reimagine the Gears world at a new, unprecedented level of detail. We're pushing Gears to new heights with the densest, most detailed world we've ever created. With seamless, large-scale environments.
It's even worse from up here.
Fully dynamic ray trace lighting. And richer real-time destruction. Starting with an empty hard drive, we literally rebuilt everything from scratch. Characters, enemies, weapons, animation, sound, the world itself. And then we tear it apart in front of you.
Look out! Coming down!
You'll fight against bigger and more brutal enemies with new and craftier weapons and navigate the battlefield with more natural character movement so that every moment of emergence plays smoother and hits harder.
This is a game that feels like Gears, but plays like new.
Now, we're inside.
It's a return to the feelings that we had when we played the original games, but now reimagined, evolved, and enhanced with the power of a new engine.
Más o menos era el metraje de anterior, ¿vale?
E-Day is set before the events of the original Gears of War. After decades of conflict, peace has finally been declared on Sarah, and the Gears have returned home.
Love you, baby.
Marcus Phoenix and Dominic Santiago are young veterans trying to adjust to civilian life while grieving the loss of someone they both loved. Carlos Santiago, Dom's older brother and Marcus's best friend.
To Carlos.
To Carlos. Best fucking brother anyone could ask for.
Carlos died in combat in a moment of sacrifice before the war ended, and without him, Marcus and Dom's relationship is distant.
The emotion from our refinery gets power.
With the world just barely on the cusp of peace and our characters coming to terms with their new reality, the Locusts emerge and change everything.
The Coalition Emergency Broadcast System. There are reports of multiple tremors causing minor damage across Kelowna. Strap these up.
E-Day tells not one, but two origin stories. The start of this world falling apart and a brotherhood coming together. And over the course of 3 intense days, you'll see how loss reshapes this world and our characters, beginning with a night of desperate survival in a brand new city.
We decided to focus our story on just one city.
so you could really feel what war does to people. When we started creating Kelowna, we wanted it to be more than
No, comentaron que era exclusivo de consolas en Xbox. Supongo que saldrá en PC,
like it was
pero ya
another
está.
character in the story, packed with layers and personality.
Salvo que en el futuro cambie.
Kelowna used to be all about innovation and discovery. But years of industrialization for the COG War effort totally reshaped it. With such a rich history, it made sense to lean into that classic Gears retro vibe. Towering architecture, robust vehicles, and grounded technology. Kind of like those gritty industrial cities from the 1970s. We also looked right outside these windows at the mountains, the ocean, and local landmarks to help give Kelowna its unique style. As you play the campaign, the city reveals itself through the main districts. The historic center, with its classic Gears architecture in stone and steel. The downtown core, more modern, reshaped by decades of industrial growth. Military airfield, set at the forest edge with shipyards nearby, the refineries, and supporting working-class neighborhoods, built around constant emulsion production.
Gears plays best in a city, and Kelowna is the ultimate battlefield. Kelowna's density, tight streets.
Big dreams start small. At GoDaddy, we help you take
The perfect stage for greater scale and verticality in combat. Our soldiers are basically giant tanks in armor. They slam into cars, weaving through hails of bullets. And we wanted to keep that heaviness, but add more fluidity to how you move through the battlefield. Cover is life in Gears. And we've completely rebuilt our movement and cover systems, with smoother transitions and a bigger range of cover heights and shapes, including new low ground cover. This all allows us to create more complex and organic feeling spaces than ever before. From Sprint, you can now slide, which lets you quickly get under objects, slide around corners, or transition more smoothly into cover from a run. And we added the ability to jump, which really opened up this citywide battleground. We get to play with more verticality, climbing walls and vehicles, or clearing gaps in crumbling buildings to reach new flanking routes. At the heart of our gameplay is still that great Gears combat puzzle. A mix of unique enemy combinations,
¿Nos mola mucho lo del tema de las recargas efectivas, o sí?
tactical weapon choices, and your ability to read and move through the arena. But now you have more choice than ever, and we get these peaks of almost action movie sequences. You can throw yourself off a balcony, land next to your buddy and revive him, scramble through cover, slide under a truck, and hit safety on the other side. We get these amazing Gears playgrounds, small and large, where all these elements come together, and the city is filled with them.
Our missions move across the city, from linear fights in narrow streets and alleys to more open districts, where you have access to entire neighborhoods. Now you have strategic choices. Do you take the enemy head-on? Do you flank them from a side entrance? Or do you climb up to the balcony across the street and take them all out with your long shot? It's up to you. And if you're playing co-op with your friends, well, then you can try all three at the same time. Taking your own path reveals small stories from the city. Survivors trapped in an apartment.
There's a civilian in that building.
La verdad es que me encanta, tío, la ambientación.
A group of Gears ready an ambush. You still have your orders, but it's up to you to decide where you offer to help or how much of the city you choose to explore.
And that city is fully realized. To create a city of this scale and detail, we needed to invest in an entire suite of tools. Tools for roads, intersections, sidewalks, e-holes, buildings, rooftops, and pipes. We have a procedural content generation toolset for scattering millions of pieces of trash and debris across the ground to make Kelowna feel lived in. This is the largest, most complex location you've ever seen in a Gears game.
But the port control is connected to an older antenna. I
can reconfigure their radios to reach Afira.
Do it.
Sí, gracias, Oliver. Este me encantaría jugarlo, más si encima es precuela.
Basically already dead. There are very few human survivors left. But in E-Day, you're watching a live city get ripped apart in front of you. People who once went to work, sporting events, and celebrated the possibility of peacetime are now stopped in their tracks. They abandon their cars and run for survival, attempting to find refuge in subways or stores. A glimpse of a child's toy or dinner left uneaten are reminders of what's been lost and the horror of what the locusts have unleashed.
You'll experience the locust decimation at all scales in E-Day through our customized destruction technology. E-holes are back, unleashing waves of enemies from under your feet at any moment.
As a game design element, getting to use E-holes again as a spawn mechanic is brilliant. Locusts can come out of the ground anywhere, you can toss a grenade in to close them up, just adds this great tactical layer to encounters.
But you'll also encounter massive sinkholes that'll pull down vehicles and entire buildings. And no amount of detail is too small, as micro-destruction goes beyond what we've ever done before with chippable cover across a range of materials. Your impact is real, visceral, and leaves a mark on the world. Destroyed Beauty has long been a visual pillar of Gears of War, and we finally get to show the before, making the after hit that much harder. You'll recognize a neighborhood that was once intact is now completely destroyed. You'll walk through city streets filled with smoke and fire, and it feels completely different from how you first experienced it. You start getting this real feeling of the city's a character, and it's really under attack. It's the fall of Kelowna.
E-Day is an intentionally intimate story. There's this colossal event going on in the plot, but the actual characters and the journey they go on is where you get to explore themes of burden, of loss, and of loyalty. The whole world of Gears is about characters. It's the nightmarish monsters from below versus the soldiers that hold the line in a war for survival.
You okay? No way this is real. It's pretty fucking real to me. On your feet.
This was our opportunity to focus on what makes Gears characters so special and what makes our enemies so iconic. The entire campaign is played from the perspective of our new squad, Bravo. As the invasion breaks out, you'll meet Mags Carter, a former Gear now sweating it out at Kelowna's emulsion refinery.
Now, why don't you come talk shit when your balls drop? And quit going through my stuff.
And you'll also meet rookie cadet Lucas Reyes.
What the hell?
A sharp comms officer who never made it to the front lines despite his dreams of military glory.
Holy fucking shit.
Mags and Lucas, together with Marcus and Dom, are 4 soldiers thrown together, fighting through tensions with each other while fighting the Locusts, ultimately forging their bonds in battle.
We follow Bravo Squad with our cinematic cameras, just like the intense war movies we love. The shots are intentionally gritty and a bit shaky, and leaning into these rough edges is what makes you feel like you're right in the middle of the action.
Bravo's story also intertwines with others called to defend the city, including returning characters like warrior philosopher Ty Caliso.
Our roads converge again. Marcus Phoenix. Ty.
And fans of the books will finally get to see the hard-ass Raven pilot Gil Gettner in-game for the very first time.
Let's go and fuck this mess.
From
Marcus and Dom are absolute legends. You can spot those strong jaws and thick necks from a mile away. But if you go too realistic, you lose those unique features that make them stand out. Honestly, Marcus just isn't Marcus if you take away his classic perma-scout. So instead of chasing perfect realism, we focused on making them believable and memorable, respecting the details that really make them who they are.
Material and character fidelity in Gears of War E-Day far surpasses anything we've been able to achieve before. Our facial animation systems have been completely upgraded for E-Day, with 3 times more joints and over 350 facial shapes sculpted for each head alone to really represent the emotion in our characters. Marcus has more detail in his eyelashes than his entire character model did in the original Gears of War on Xbox 360.
Phoenix, Marcus, Sergeant, 26 RTI C Company. Next of kin, Adam Phoenix.
With the amount of layers we have, we've never had fidelity at this scale. Combined with a much more sophisticated animation rig, this allows us to have way more expressive characters with a huge range. From a small smirk to yells on the battlefield.
Come and get some, you goddamn grubs!
Your experience takes on a new intensity. We're pushing the graphical limit with 4K Ultra HD resolution, native HDR10 rendering, hardware ray tracing at 60 frames per second in campaign, and up to 120 frames per second in multiplayer.
When it comes to the Locust, to make them more believable, we made them scarier. The drones are wild and vicious. The boomers are even bigger this time around. Like living battering rams smashing through doorways onto the battlefield. The wretches scream so loud it disorients you before they rip you apart. And the Reavers, they crawl up buildings and rain fire from above. Basically, the whole Locust army, whether new or old, are more intense than ever before.
So what now, Marcus? We save everyone we can.
Gears of War has never been a horror game, but the world has always felt horrifying. And with E-Day, we lean into that even more. Our new gore system means damage feels meaty, responsive, and satisfying.
That was satisfying.
Muscle and cloth deforms in response to your attacks, and blood and bone damage adds to the intensity of combat. Gore is localized as well. Shoot a Locust in the arm or leg, and you'll see the bullet take a chunk out of it. Or land a heavy shot on a limb, and our dismemberment system will rip it clean off in glorious detail.
The Nasha is going to get you the most satisfying shots, covering you in blood, or pop heads from afar with the long shot. We've revamped our favorite weapons for E-Day. And of course, we also have some fun new ones for even more brutal ways to tear your enemies apart. The new Gut Puncher grenade launcher is a COG weapon that fires armor-piercing explosive rounds. Quick fire a round to let it explode, or hold the trigger to control when it detonates. That means you can place a well-timed explosion behind an enemy protected by cover, or with practice, master its long-range eco closing potential. The Incinerator is our new shotgun. You can see the emulsion literally melt the skin off an enemy's body. Before, you'd probably get into a grapple if an enemy came charging at you. Now, you feel the power of getting to incinerate them when they get close. And of course, the Lancer.
Nice.
The creation of the Chainsaw Lancer is another origin story from lore that we wanted to show in E-Day. From the moment that Ty grabbed that chainsaw to rip through a Locust at the Superstore, to a prototype kit bash on the front lines of the invasion, all to deliver on that gratifying moment when you finally get to slice a grub in two.
Qué bestia.
Gears music
Este es el
has
último
always been
juego,
about
¿vale? O
tension,
sea, ya terminó
escalation, and
el
release.
Xbox.
When a fight kicks off, the music hits hard. It tightens as things get more dangerous. And when you've dropped the last enemy, you hear that familiar big ringing chord. For E-Day, we kept that structure, but made the sound harsher. Together with our composer, Adam Lastica, we built the score to match a world on the verge of collapse. The electric guitar returns alongside classical instruments, but both are pushed into uncomfortable territory. Like dragging a bone saw across a cello, creating dissonance that never fully resolves.
Bueno, este año se come bien, ¿eh? Ya dieron fecha, por cierto, para este.
And then there's the sound design. All chainsaws have voices. When it came to the sound for our Proto Lancer, it was important to us to track down the exact make and model that was recorded back in 2006 and rebuild it from the ground up using our new sound effects system. This chainsaw has a 14-inch blade with that signature meaty yet intimate sound, and when it revs, you can hear all the gnarly details. In terms of how you'll experience Kelowna, I always think about our acoustic system like this. I'm walking down a street and I hear the sound reflecting off the walls around me. Then I step into an alley and everything immediately tightens. I come back out into a wide space and the sound opens up again, almost like a cathedral. And it's not just those spaces, it's the transitions between them where the magic really happens. That's where things feel alive. That's acoustics in real time. It's a heavy world. And what better way to experience its dread and tension than through the music and sound that surrounds you?
No other game does the squad like Gears does. Our themes, our gameplay, and our modes, they all revolve around this core element. But it's not just about the brotherhood that you experience in the stories. It's also about the bonds you create with your friends. Co-op has always been a part of our DNA. And like every great Gears game, you can bring your own squad to this fight. In campaign, all 4 characters are playable from the start. And we support 4-player online co-op and 2-player split screen on console. In Versus, our sweaty squad-based PvP is back, with a collection of 44 modes and all new maps set in locations in and around the war-torn city of Kelowna. We've combined classic Gears' symmetrical PvP map design with new traversal opportunities. You'll put your skill to the test alongside a seasonal roadmap of killer content, almost all of which you can just earn by playing the game, completing in-game challenges, events, and achievements. And today, we're excited to announce a dynamic new evolution of Gears' iconic PvE mode, Horde Siege. It's a 12-player mode where all 3 squads fight alongside each other to battle the Locust invasion and defend Kelowna across a range of city-based maps. We'll have more to share soon, and we hope you join us for our open beta weekends later this summer.
We good? Sergeant Phoenix?
Guess we're back to it.
Parece que va a concluir. Pues habéis triunfado, además con las funciones del Red.
But as long as we're still breathing, we're the ones that keep fighting.
20 years of Gears is such a milestone. It is such an honor and also a huge responsibility to make sure we deliver on the story of Gears.
It always comes back to the squad. It always comes back to this theme of getting through the absolute shittiest of times with somebody else who constantly has your back. And that's Marcus and Dom's story. The story of the original trilogy. The story of E-Day. and the story I think we can all relate to.
Thanks for pushing through. Couldn't have done it alone. You got it, man.
¿Cansado de sentir que te están vigilando en línea? Con ExpressVPN, sea anónimo y protege tus datos.
Years, the quarter-century anniversary of Xbox. It's almost like a homecoming. It's like returning back to our roots and saying, fuck yeah, we're back. And we have so many more stories to tell. It's an incredible honor and one that we want to make sure that we do right.
Ty. What a nightmare.
Untouched by nearly 80 years of war. Destroyed in 2 nights.
For us, the heart of Gears has always been about the bonds you make in the darkest of times. Inside the studio, we rally around a simple phrase: never fight alone. It guides how we build our stories, our gameplay, and our world. It's how we work as a team and the commitment we make to you, our fans. Everything comes back to that important idea of sharing life's experiences, the highs and lows, together. And E-Day is the best expression of never fight alone that we've ever made. Whether you'll be picking up a Lancer for the first time ever, or you're as battle-hardened as Marcus Phoenix, there's always a place for you in the Gears squad when Emergence begins on October 6th.
Ahí tienes la fecha de lanzamiento. Pero van a dar más noticias pronto la siguiente semana. Le han echado pelotas, el 6 de octubre. Vale, gente. Esto es como un mix, ¿vale? De todo lo que hemos visto. Sí. Ya ha terminado, supongo, salvo que luego nos dejen contra anuncio. Igualmente nos quedamos hasta el final. Que, bueno, veo que habéis flipado, ¿no? Con el Gears of War. A mí me ha encantado, ¿eh? Yo lo pienso jugar. Lo que pasa es que quiero estar pendiente, si no que me dejen una Xbox. Pero si resulta que está en PC en el mismo día de lanzamiento, yo me lo voy a jugar, seguro. O sea, haré vídeos y demás, porque me mola un montón, ¿eh? Y mira que solo jugué al remaster, el primero, que me gustó. La verdad me lo pasé bastante bien, pero este sencillamente a mí me ha cautivado. Me imagino que vosotros igual, de esto pilotaréis muchísimo más que yo, entonces por el tema de la historia, de los personajes que aparecieron, pero bueno, me alegra mucho sobre todo veros tan motivados y que, como decís por ahí, que esto es puro cine. Como os dije, hubo de todo entre los anuncios. A mí, por ejemplo, el de Metro sí que me encantaba. Y ha habido muchas más cosas que ahora si queréis me comentáis antes de despedirnos. Salvo que haya alguna sorpresa. Me ha faltado, como decís por ahí, el Fallout. Hubiera sido la leche, pero no pudo ser. Si no, a lo mejor lo anunciarán en otra conferencia de Xbox. O vete tú a saber si en el siguiente año, ¿vale? Pero bueno, supongo que ha terminado porque llevamos 1 hora y 38 minutos. Por cierto, es verdad, quedaros con que hay 2 juegos exclusivos de consolas, que son el de Gears of War y el Clockwork Revolution. Y eso es como un vistazo de todo lo que se ha mostrado. A ver, ha empezado muy fuerte, ha tenido bastante buen ritmo, creo yo. ¿Me comentáis del 0 al 10 cómo os ha parecido el evento? Y bueno, yo creo que sí, vale. Ellos ya se están despidiendo, ¿vale? O sea, hasta aquí fue el Xbox Game Showcase. Nada, me quedo con vosotros unos minutillos y me comentáis qué tal os ha parecido a niveles generales, cuál ha sido vuestro mejor juego. No vale el Gears, ¿vale? Porque vamos a decir todos ese. Entonces, me comentáis qué tal os ha parecido. Pero bien, ¿no? Os veo motivados y de buen rollo. Vale, genial. Oye, qué guay, queda así, da gusto verlo, ¿no? Porque después del Summer y estos, que lo pusieron a parir la gente, me supo muy mal, ¿eh? Porque a mí los otros eventos me gustaron mucho. Pero, por ejemplo, acabó con el Final Fantasy y la gente reventó. No le gustó nada. A mí sí. Pero genial, me alegro que estéis tan contentos con ello. O sea, veo que... Pero una pregunta. ¿Os lo vais a comprar o lo jugáis en el Game Pass? ¿Sois tan fans de comprároslo luego? O sea, por ejemplo, a mí me pasa, con muchos juegos yo, aunque lo reciban digital para hacer contenido, luego yo me los compro en físico. Entonces, no sé si vosotros sois tan fans como para luego comprarlos. Me imagino que sí, ¿no? Para el tema del Gears. Pero, por ejemplo, el Gears con otro juego, el Metro os ha molado, el Fable, el Halo, hay muchísimas cosas para comentar. Entonces ya... Pero qué guay, o sea, joder, veo muchos 10. O sea, que debo... Es verdad, el State of Decay, que lo hemos olvidado. No sé... A ver, vi un poco de todo, ¿eh? La gente no estaba del todo convencida, pero hay de todo. Bueno, pero genial. Más cosillas. Yo eso, sé que ahora va a ser el PC Game Show, es otro evento, ¿vale? Ajeno a este. Yo por mi parte lo quitaré ya porque tengo una semana muy dura. Pero si estáis interesados, buscarlo, porque va a ser ahora. Basta para que anuncien el Half-Life 3, sería brutal.
Dímelo.
Pero bueno, yo lo dejaré aquí, lo miraré luego tranquilo. No lo voy a reaccionar, ¿vale? Así que no lo voy a estar viendo.
Sam.
Verlo por ahí y que haya buenos anuncios. Pero genial, qué guay, me alegro. Yo el que os comenté.
¿El disco no se te oye, loco?
Un segundo, espera.
¿Entra a tu directo para confirmar?
Pero ni en el directo se escucha. Venga, qué vaina, espérate. Y ahora, ahí me escucha.
O yo toqué algo.
Espérate. No, espérate.
Espérame, güey. Es que te estoy escuchando en el directo responder, pero no, en el Discord no hablas.
Espérate.
Chécate.
Ahora sí. Ahora sí.
¿Teléfono puesto?
Ahí me escucha.
No, todavía no. Te escucho en el directo.
Ok, espérate. Un segundo. No, si
todavía.
Ya vi lo que es. Ya, ahora sí. Ahora sí. Ahora sí me escucha.
Ahora sí te oigo, sí.
Sí, ahora sí. Estaba viendo ahí el showcase, el Xbox Showcase. Viene duro todo eso.
Bien. Viste que en noviembre ni diciembre nadie quiere sacar nada de juego.
No, muchachos, está todo el mundo solo. Está solo.
Está todo el mundo paralizado. Está paralizado todo el mundo.
Es que nadie se va a atrever realmente, de que tú sabes, a tirar. Dime tú. ¿Cómo tú compites con ese monstruo? No hay forma de tú competir.
Muchachos, el otro día teníamos conversado y no lo pudimos seguir sobre el Subnautica. Y yo vengo acordándome, déjame ver si entra, y luego me ocupo en algo y ya me olvido de entrar.
Sí.
Que te iba a comentar que me pasa con el Subnautica, que al hecho de no da miedo el 2, porque te alerta, te avisa demasiado.
Espérate. Te estoy escuchando un chin. Dame subirte un poquito más. Dime ahora.
Aló, 1, 2, 3 probando.
Ahora sí.
Voy.
No, era yo que estaba bajito aquí. Dime ahora. Ahora sí. Que estaba con el Subnautica.
El Subnautica. Con el Subnautica 2 me pasa que en vez de sentir miedo es más tedioso porque, coño, el juego te avisa cuando te va a molestar un leviatán. Te pone una música ahí que te alerta.
Sí, te pone como una música así.
Te advierte de todo y es como de tío, hermano, pero no me advierta, tío. Dame por la cara que el bicho viene.
La verdad.
Sí. Y el 1 tiene ese misterio, tú no sabes si el leviatán está ahí hasta que ve la sombra. No hay música, no hay nada que te alerte, nada más la sombra. Y me gusta más el 1. Pero claro, es una early access del 2 y hay que esperar que un par de meses más. Ojalá que corrijan esa parte por lo menos, que esa música no te advierta que hay un leviatán esperándote. Es lo único que yo quiero.
Bueno, Samu. ¿O no?
50-50.
Yo realmente el 1, como te dije, lo jugué, pero qué coño, el 1 como que tú tienes razón, el 2 es como interactivo.
Right up ahead. You take it slowly. It's busy here.
¿Y qué es lo que ya te pasaste ese jueguito? Te veo dándole ahí.
No he podido. ¿Cuánto maldito enemigo? No le he dado, pero no le he dado
tan heavy.
Oh, Christ. They're everywhere. Any ideas?
Just the one. Target now.